Hello and welcome to another gloriously sunny day in July here in East London. We are at London Stadium for the 2017 World Para-Athletics Championships, the home of the Olympics and Paralympics in 2012. Temperature of 22 degrees today expected. It may get a little warmer than that. The wind coming from the east and the humidity up there again at 63%. So day 5, the opening session of this 2017 World Para-Athletics Championships. They've seen plenty of championship and world records, and the British fans have been cheering on their athletes, and they'll see a few more in action today. Track and field, which will get us underway on this Tuesday morning. And this is what we can expect. Up first, it'll be the men's discus throw F52 final. IAAF, 6 world golds, 4 Paralympic golds, will go as defending champion from not only the Paralympics but also in Doha a couple of years back. Tomoki Sato, defending champion in the men's 400 metres T52, will also compete today. There is loads and loads to look forward to, including the men's 1500 metres T11 with the opening rounds of that. Seven finals in total in this morning session. Women's shot put F54 will see Yang Li Wan also taking place. Gold in 2012, 2015, 2016. A few gremlins, but we will take you through the start list in the field events which are taking place here on Tuesday morning. 7 finals in total in the morning, 18 to look forward to in the evening. This will be the first out, the men's discus throw F52. We're looking at the man there, number 1 from Latvia, IAAF. Gold in 2016 and 2015. He's the man to look out for, but he will face stiff competition from Robert Jajomich of Poland. Kumar doesn't start, so he will be missing the Indian who's been competing well throughout these championships so far. Women's discus throw F11, the current world and championship record holder, also the world champion and Paralympic champion, Zhang Lingming, will go on that one, along with her compatriot Tang Hongjia, who was silver in both those championships. Lovely sunny day here in London yet again, which will augur well for this, the men's long jump T42 competition. Vanessa Lowe, who's with us, is the women's long jump T42 world champion. We'll have a chat with her about this when it comes on. But Yoda Pedigay, who was disqualified in the 100 metres, the Sri Lankan, he'll start in the men's long jump. And also the gold medalist from 2 years ago, Atsushi Yamamoto, down there from Japan, number 8. The men's shot put F46 competition. Chinese interest yet again. Silver medalist from 2012 here, Hao Jianbao, who's the reigning world discus and Asian Para Games champion, will start. Only one person to look out for in the women's shot put F54. Number 5 on your screen, Yang Li Wan, the world record and championship record holder and defending champion from the Paralympics and also the games here in 2012 and in Doha in 2015 at the World. She's already won gold in the javelin here at these championships. And finally, the women's discus throw F44. Yao Zhuwan, who's the world record and championship record holder in the F44 section. Gold in 2016 in Rio. Medals dating back to Sydney 2000. And also from China, silver in both the last two major championships. Yang Yu, who took gold back in 2006 though, so knows what it's like to win one of these events. And the men's triple jump T20 for intellectual impairment. Lenin Cunha, the name to look out for from Portugal. Gold in 2015, a world record at that event, who also competes in the long jump, where he was 4th in Doha. The bronze in the long jump here at these championships, Dmitry Prudnikov of Ukraine. Well, marvellous scenes, the crowd starting to build as they come into the London Stadium at 10:30 local time here in London. Just to reiterate, there are 7 finals for those school children who were out in the droves yesterday on Monday here, watching what was an outstanding day of competition. Events throughout the morning and evening. There was a crash that happened between the T54 800-metre races. We believe there's going to be a rerun of the race on Friday evening. So Marcel Hoog took the victory in that one. Vanessa Lowe will be on my right. Will Downing was commentating on this race. He's on my left. Take us through it, Will.
Yes, absolutely astonishing. This was about 200 metres to go. You can see the great Swiss Marcel Hoog in the lead, and he cuts just in front here of Chiusaro, the British favourite. Richard Chiusaro going down. 4 athletes taken out of it in the end. Hoog came through to win. He had taken the victory, crossed the line in front. The results stood overnight, then Hoog was disqualified, but now it will be rerun Friday evening without Richard Chiusaro. He has been disqualified, Hoog has been reinstated, and we'll see the race again on Friday night.
So that was the action that came late on Monday evening. The crowd can hear the names of British athletes being called out. They're being wound right up to a crescendo. This morning session on Tuesday, the 18th of July here at the World Para-Athletics Championships 2017. This there is the women's discus throw F11, the first attempt of Zhang Li-Mang, current Paralympic and world champion, with a world record throw in Christchurch back in 2011 at the Worlds of 40.42, a season best of 34.25 metres. That's out there around Zhang's season best, 34.25, as I mentioned a moment or two ago. That's the F11 category, the most visually impaired of the athletes between F11 and 13 in the field. We will, in the track later on, in the T12 section, see the great Amara Durand, who is unbeaten over the 100 metres distance since 2008. But Zhang Li-Man, the opener, a season best. She's beaten that one she had from 34.25. She's gone ahead. She's in first place with the first throw of the competition, is the reigning champion. Buzvanur Turikli of Turkey just gets herself lined up by her guide there. And Vanessa Lowe, as we wait for this, certainly a men's long jump T42 competition this morning that you're obviously going to take great interest in.
Definitely, it's going to be a really exciting competition. We had about 5 world records fall in the last 2 years, so we have some really quality in competition there.
Well, Turikli has got her first attempt away. She has a lifetime best of 27.63. Maybe a little bit more height than she was hoping for. .21.28, so exactly 5 metres off her season best. Here's Romero of Argentina. The third athlete to throw in this women's discus throw F11 competition. (21 years of age, the Argentine. That's season best, also a personal best. 6 throwers in total in this F11 competition. That one there just inside the line. You can see there the official with his foot just inside it, so it will be a clean throw. Must have been centimetres in that one. (23.37), so it takes Romero of Argentina into second place. Isabella Campos. She'll be knocking on the doors for the medals. Will the Brazilian? If you were to take lifetime bests in this competition, you have Zhang at the top, and you would have this lady in second place. But that doesn't always happen. That there, I think, has just snuck inside as well. It has. Well, you couldn't get any closer than that, could you? Could not get any closer indeed. Campos there with loads of power. The direction might not have been there, but she has snuck it just inside, so that is a white flag. 29.33 takes her into the silver medal position.
So now for China, Tang Hongxue. This women's F11. She's got the second longest lifetime best of the field. And again, it's another of these events where, for those who don't have to do this, it's quite a feat. F11, total visual impairment. The athlete's completely blind and they have to wear some padding inside the blindfold just to make sure. The former Paralympic shot put champion from Beijing in 08. In this discus, silver. Last time out in Doha, and again, the last 2 Paralympic Games.
They've gone the wrong place.
Well, that's solidly beyond 30 metres. We'll put her up into the medals behind Zhang Lanmin. Doesn't seem as far as her compatriot in truth. And Tang goes into second place, 32.81. Zhang leads, Tang in second.
Time now to head to the track and the opening heat of the men's 400 metres T52. Defending champion Tomoki Sato of Japan. At lane 7, it's Austria's Thomas Gierspiegler, who first competed in major championships in 2000. His hobby is growing chili peppers. 5 World Championship golds in total for Gierspiegler. Gianfranco Inotta, the para 100 metres champion, 4th back in 2015 in this event. Salvador Hernandez Mondragon just made the heats in 2015 and also in Rio last year, so looking for more. There he is, current champion, silver medalist in the 400 and 1500 in 2016 in Rio. He's already won gold over 1500 here as Sato. Trindade of Portugal, bronze in the European Championships last year. And going from lane 2, Heth Runskari of Thailand, the world champion back in 2006. 5th in the 1500 metres already at these championships. There is the world record and championship record held by Raymond Martin, who heads in the second of these 400-metre heats. Well, finally, they're away from the blocks, and they all get away very cleanly indeed. Sato, as you would expect, you would have thought would have got away quick there, but he hasn't, so he's got lots of work to do, but it's out wide in lane 7. It's Iannotta who's got out to a very quick start indeed, and inside him, well, Sato has now made up plenty of ground. He's getting there eventually. As we move through the back straight, it is Sato who's now all of a sudden found his power and stretched out to the lead. Has the Japanese athlete Tomoki Sato as he looks to defend his championship. The first 3 will go through in this heat into the final. So it's Sato out in front. Out there in lane 6, it's Iannotta of the USA who's moved around there. And just inside Iannotta, it is Hernandez Mondrago who's taking it in 3rd place, but moving up on the inside. It is the man from Thailand, 5th Brunswick, but way out in front. It is the defending champion, Tomoki Sato, who's going to take it across the line in a time of 59.48. Well, it's a new championship record, and that is only in the heat. Coming across in 2nd place, it looks like it's Brunswick who's taken that there. And from there on the outside, it may have been Iannotta who got across there. Let's just wait for confirmation of that. Tomoki Sato with a championship record of 59.47, and Vanessa Lowe, the championship record in the heat, he means business.
Yeah, definitely. After finishing 2nd behind Martin in Rio last year, he will now get another chance for the gold in the final.
Well, Tomoki Sato takes the championship record in 1st place. It was the Thai athlete Brunswick on the inside in lane 2 who took 2nd, with Iannotta of the USA in 3rd place, but just stretching out in front there was Tomoki Sato. He's already won gold in these championships over 1,500 metres. This over just over a quarter of that distance. But hasn't he done it some distance as well? He's won by about 30 or 40 metres there and just cruises in over the line. It promises to be quite a contest between Raymond Martin, who goes in the 2nd, and that there is very close. It looks like Brunswick has taken it by centimetres on the inside, which he's been given. And Iannotta of the USA takes 3rd. It was actually a personal best for Peth Rungsri of Thailand. So quick times indeed in this opener, with just the first 3 who qualify. The next 2 fastest go through. Confirmation of a championship record for Sato of 59.47, lifetime best of 104.11 for Rungsri, and the USA's Gianfranco Iannotta takes the 3rd place.
So the T42 long jump, and the man who won silver in the 100 metres behind Scott Radin last night, with Whitehead in 3rd, Daniel Wagner of Denmark, and he's a very good long jumper. There he goes beyond 6 metres. This will be very, very competitive. 6:10 his season's best, but already Vanessa, being the World Paralympic champion in this, he's looking very good.
That's a really good first attempt. That's really nice for him to have a good start into the competition, get settled, be able to take a few more risks for the next couple of approaches.
6 metres 20, and Daniel Wagner, the reigning European champion, is in the lead. Regis Wood Senior didn't get into the medals in that 100 metres final, but a very, very solid jumper. His first attempt, 5:70, his season's best. It's a solid distance that he's been able to produce. White flag as well. Different technique for him.
Yeah, he's facing the big challenges of the landing because his knees don't bend. So for him to get a proper landing in the sandpit and not lose too much of his distance, it's really hard.
Bronze in the long jump last time around in Doha. 5:58. Woods goes into the silver medal position. Leon Schaefer, fourth in the 100 meters final last night, pipped for that by the onrushing Richard Whitehead, who took the bronze. Schaefer is with the Bayer Leverkusen club, that great Parasport club, all-sport club, decent football team, you'll know. And the IAAF Athletic Circuit, white flag for him. From Hanover originally.
He made some massive improvements ever since he moved to Leverkusen. He's now studying at the Sports University in Cologne, combining his university degree with his passion. So,
was that good enough to get into the medals for now? Wagner leading 6:20, Woods 5:58, and Schaefer only 2 centimeters behind the lead, 6:18. Yamamoto of Japan.
The defending champion who won silver at the Paralympics last year. That looked like a foul, yes. Well over the mark. So a foul for the man who's the Asian Para Games champion from 2014. Gold medalist from Doha 2 years ago. He also holds the championship record from that event of 6:29. He'll have to wait for jump number 2. As we move back to the women's shot put, discus I should say, F11, round 3. Zhang Li Man, the reigning world and Paralympic champion, with her third attempt. It's going to take some catching to get to this lady. That one's out there around the mid-30 mark. .35.11 was her first throw, best to date. What's her third one picked up? 33.86, so she remains in first place for that season best, 35.11.
So heat 2 of the men's 400 meters, T52, and going in this, the great Raymond Martin, who is the reigning Paralympic champion and the previous world champion. 4-time world champion Pete Bush in this also. Fourth in the 100 meters in Rio, based in Ocean Grove, Victoria. No major medals yet, though, for Australia's Sam McIntosh. Lane 7 for Korea. Bronze in the 200 meters in the Asian Games in 2014. Jung Chundai. Here he is, gold in the 4 and the 15 of the last Paralympics. 5 golds in the Worlds in Lyon 2013. A record of the time. Raymond Martin of the United States. Lane 5 from Bogota, Colombia. Silver in the 400 in the Pan Ams 2 years ago in Toronto, Christian Torres. The man who's won 4 world titles in his career. The reigning 100 meters European champion from Switzerland, Pete Bush. For Japan, the former world 1500 meters champion from 2011, Yonebaru of Japan. And in lane 2 for Mexico, silver in the 8, bronze in the 2 in the 2013 World Championships in Lyon, Leonardo de Jesus Perez Juarez. So again, it's the first 3 to qualify for the final. Raymond Martin, beaten in the 1500 meters final into second place, and has just lost his championship record. She'll have to try and win back off Tomoki Sato. So Perez Juarez, Yonebaru, Bush, Torres, Martin, Young, McIntosh. The first 3 to go through. So away they go. Martin off to a very solid start, overtaking Young on his outside, is finding it hard to get going. Sam McIntosh in the far outside lane, lane 8 for Australia, going good, but now Martin overtaking him as well. He's a point to prove after that 1500 metres. Whether it was sluggish, whether the tactics weren't quite right. Martin wants to put it right to the 400 metres and to get back at the top step of the podium again. He's looking very good in this 400 metres heat. Well ahead of the rest. He's decimated the rest. And unless there's a punch out, he's going to win this by a long way. Beat Bush moving up for Switzerland. Yorobaru for Japan as well in 3. But Raymond Martin, the rest are almost out of shot. And this is a 400 metres race. Martin wants to go fast. I think he wants that championship record back, and he's going to get it. 58.59. Raymond Martin wins it. Yorobaru in 2nd place. And Bush in 3rd. With Torres 4, Perez Juarez 5. But Raymond Martin lost his championship record for a total of 3 minutes. Ratified at 58.58. He's had a couple of blows in the past 48 hours. No gold medal in the 1500 metres. Lost that championship record moments ago, but he has it back. 58.59. Gotta say, it's the touch of a champ.
Bit of extra motivation from the loss of the gold medal.
Well, Martin going very well clear at this stage and sending out a message not just to this field, but to Tomoki Sato, the world champion, as well. Martin had a much reduced program in 2015 in Doha. He only went for the 100 and the 1500 metres. He won both, and also won the marathon world title that year, but that was run as part of the London Marathon, not in Doha. Martin, so smooth, and still a lot left in the tank, you imagine. Yorobaru coming through in 2nd place, and the 3rd qualifying spot automatically going to beat Bush. 9 gold medals between London 2012 and those 2013 World Championships. Since then, it's been an easier program for him. Hasn't gone for 4 or 5 gold medals in a row. Raymond Martin aiming for his first gold here. Championship record 58.58. Yorobaru, Bush and Torres also through. Martin's championship record, removing Sato's. Rungsri also going through, and Yorobaru and Bush there as fastest losers.
Let's move back to the 3rd round of the T42 men's long jump. Daniel Wagner, season best of 6.20, his 2nd attempt. He's currently in 1st position. Already claimed silver over 100 metres here. Can he go better in the long jump? White flag, Hawks Vanessa Lowe.
Yeah, good effort, good effort. I believe he probably went close to the 650 mark. The world record set by Heinrich last year in Rio might actually be in danger with those quality competition going on here.
Well, he set a new season best just a moment or two ago.
In place. Yamamoto, foul in the 1st round. The world champion looking to move up.
Also the former championship record holder. Now Daniel Wagner's broke that. Silver in Rio last year. World champion, Asian Para Games champion. But can he defend that world title? Can only go up from his 1st attempt, which was a foul. That one's over the 6-metre mark, but I don't think it's going to be up there near Daniel Wagner.
Hey, Yamamoto's always a bit of a surprise box. You never know what he's going to do. He's not actually training for the long jump. He's more focusing on the 100 metres. He actually doesn't like to jump. He doesn't like the sand. He doesn't like the sand in his shoes.
That's a bit of an issue when you do the long jump, getting sand in your shoes. I suspect he wouldn't like going to the beach either.
Yes, it is. 6:25. He moves up into silver medal position. And we go into round 3 out of 6.
Yamamoto, the former championship record holder. It's a season best anyway, 6:25. It puts him into second place behind Denmark's Daniel Wagner. F11 discus throw, fourth round of Ness Murby, who's in sixth position, the Canadian. She does have a lifetime best of 30.79, so there is potential for improvement. Not there though. Just slips out of the hand a little bit early, and then the balance is lost, but thankfully she managed to hold her feet. So a third foul for Murby. She stays at the bottom of the table in sixth position. The first of two heats in the women's 100 metres T11, the most visually impaired of this category. They all run with a guide, with neither the world record holder or championship record holder here. Libby Clegg of Great Britain, the Paralympic champion, not here due to injury. Teresina Guilhermina of Brazil, also not here. But one from Brazil who is here is Julia Santos, the bronze medalist from this stadium in 2012, and also the bronze medalist for consistency in Doha 2 years ago. She'll go from lane 1. Takada of Japan, who failed to progress from the heats in 2016, goes with her guide, Shikakazu Amori. Ronja Oja of Finland, 2016 bronze at the European Championships. Zhao Guohua speaks Cantonese, Mandarin and English and acts as an interpreter for her teammates when abroad. That's a skill. Fourth in this event back in 2015. So Guilhermina holds the championship record. Libby Clegg, who's not here, holds the world record, which is 11.91. But Zhao on the outside of China, you would expect, along with Julia Santos, to be battling out for first place. Just the first who goes through in each of the two heats, and then we'll be looking for the next two fastest qualifiers to advance through to the final. So Zhao of China on the left of your screen there, out in lane 7. Oya of Finland, who goes in lane 5. Takada in 3 for Japan. And Julia Santos of Brazil will go from the inside lane, lane 1, with Newton Vieira de Almeida Jr. as her guide. They get away quickly indeed. Julia Santos on the inside has got away very well, but it's Zhao Guohua on the outside, who was fourth in this event back in 2015, who's going to take the victory in a time of 12.40, so 0.27 of a second outside that championship record set by Teresina Guilhermina in Christchurch back in 2011, which still stands after 6 years, but it is Zhao who goes through in first place. Julia Santos, bronze back at this stadium in 2012, goes through in second place. It's going to be a case of waiting to see what the fastest times are, but I suspect she may well get through to the final with that time she took there of a season best of 12.80 seconds. But it is that lady, Zhao Guohua, with her guide Jia Dengpu, of China, who definitely qualifies through to the final, and a thumbs up indeed, because this Vanessa Lowe on the outside was a very quick start indeed.
She already showed an amazing performance in the 200-meter, breaking her teammate Liu, and here's another good time for her to progress to the final.
Well, Liu Kujing goes in the second of these heats, another of the Chinese athletes who've done very well in this event over the years. But the headlights here, and the plaudits in this race, are for Xiao Guohua, who wins it in a time of 12.40, qualifying through to the final. Julia Santos with a season best of 12.80 in second place.
Back to the long jump, and a leader from Denmark, Daniel Wagner. Championship record around to of 6:38. His lead, 13 centimeters over Yamamoto, the Asian and world champion. Wagner, the European champion. That's a good one again. Well beyond 6 meters. A 6.70 jumper in his career. Bronze in the long jump in Rio, silver in Doha at the last Worlds 2 years ago. Claimed the European title last year in Grosseto, and he's looking very, very competitive here.
Looking very sharp. You know that he used to be a really talented gymnast, actually. So he injured his knee. That's how he gained his disability. Still is doing all those flips and tricks, and that is really beneficial for the long jump.
Here's energy for you. Another new championship record, 6 meters 50. Not to be more of, but there's not. Shows the accuracy. Tang's done very well in improvement. 33.63. Still second, 1.5 meters down on Jack. Hello to all of you from Ellesmead Primary. Super fans. Leon Schaefer, round 3 in the long jump. Dislodged from the silver medal position by Yamamoto. Hung in the air a bit there. Might just seem to have got out of that. He's not happy with it anyway.
No, the timing was a bit off, but I think he's finding his way in the competition, and I think he has another good approaches ahead.
Just seemed to cut out of it slightly there. Legs flapping, it'll be a disimprovement. And the thing is, had he just got the legs right there, probably would have gone further. Especially as it's 6.03. Must have given away maybe 20 centimeters there. It's Luke Sinnott now for Great Britain, under a bit of pressure. 2 no jumps prior to this. And it's another red flag, 3 out of 3. With the double amputation he's got, a little bit extra to deal with, doesn't he?
Especially in the run-up, it's quite tricky to deal with, because one wrong step and the entire run-up is messed up and you won't hit the board. It's you have no chance to make up for it.
Yamamoto in second place.
For the reigning champion, the foul with his first, he provided the mark with his second. He's already lost his championship record, though, to Daniel Wagner. The Dane has already picked up silver over 100 metres, leads in the long jump. This man will try to usurp him, though. Atsushi Yamamoto took silver at the Paralympics last year. He's in a self-medal position at present. It is a season best, though, of 6.25. There he goes. Well, that there is around the 6.5 metre mark. I think it's beaten 6.25 anyway. And do you know what the nice thing was? You saw Daniel Wagner clapping on in the background as well, Vanessa.
Yeah, I think it's a competitive field, but they also like each other. They actually support each other, and I think that's the beauty of sports.
Well, he's got up close enough to the board there. I was a bit concerned at one point. He was going a little bit too far forward and to the right. .625, exactly the same. So he equals that season best, but remains in second position. Well, the school children out again in force. What a time to be alive as you come towards the end of the school year. You get to come here. Never happened in my day. Lucky them. Perhaps lucky this lady as well. She's in the silver medal position at the moment. Is Tang of China in the women's discus throw F11 competition. PE teacher by profession. Used to be my old job. And it's just inside, so that will be given a mark. The lady who was silver at these championships in Doha a couple of years ago, and also at the Paralympic Games, looking to improve, but it's going to take some improvement to catch the lady in the lead, who's the defending champion, Zhang Lingmin, her compatriot. So 33.59, doesn't improve in her fourth round attempt. She stays in the silver medal position, but she looks happy.
So heat 2 of the women's 100 metres T11 complete visual impairment. It includes the silver and bronze medalists from the 200 metres final. Speranza Chikaso of Angola, who won bronze in the 200 here in London, bronze in the 200 in Lyon in 2013. A guy, Nicolau Palanca, is the reigning Asian and world champion from China. Lu Kujing with a guy, Zhu Donglin, silver in the 200 for her here, but she's the reigning Paralympic 400 champion. You cannot miss Thailand's Kawalin Wonarumon, fourth in the 200 final here. 3 medals at the Asian Games 3 years ago, none of them gold though. And for Spain in 7, Leah Bale Quintana, and a guide and life partner, David Alonso. 4x1 bronze in Doha 2 years ago. .13.49 is the fastest loser's time to target, which will be important to those who finish second and third here, as it's only the winner to automatically go through to the final. So Chikaso in 1, Lu Kujing in 3, Wonarumon in 5, and Bill Quintana in 7. This women's 100 metres T11. And they're going to have to reset. Quite a bit of time being taken. Different bindings being used.
Was in her 5th round in the F11 discus. Already a bronze medal. Well, that may improve on the bronze medal effort. Just snuck inside the line. 31.83. She does improve with her distance, but stays in 3rd position.
So back to this women's 100 metres T11. Chikaso in 1, Lu in 3, Wonarumon in 5, and Bill Quintana in lane 7. Lu Kujing, the Asian and world champion. Both she and Chikaso medaling in the 200 here. Only the winner to qualify. Liu way off ahead of the rest. Well, the gun was about to go. If it was way in advance of the gun, she might have had an escape. But, well, the defending world champion is in trouble here. 4 gold medals in Doha. Won't do the clean sweep here as she won silver in the 2. It's a red card. The world champion is gone. Liu Kujing's been disqualified, and she won't be successfully defending this title. What a sad end to the title defense. Well, that really opens up this 100 meters, and we don't have Libby Clegg either. We don't have Guillemina. We now don't have Liu Kujing. Suddenly, this could be anybody's title. So Jakaso in 1, Wanarumen 5, Bill Quintana 7. Away this time, good start by Bill Quintana, but look at Jakaso go in lane 1 alongside her guide Nicolau Palencia. It's Jakaso for Angola. She's going to pull it off. Jakaso wins it tight for second. Wanarumen second, Bill Quintana third. And 12.84, the winning time. Good win for Jakaso. 12.83, that's been rounded down to. Good athlete. 2 world bronze medals over 200 meters, Wanarumen as well. With Liu Kujing gone, the door open for her, potentially as a fastest loser, but Jakaso, with all that room around her, took advantage of that, and she gets the win. But the most significant news out of that, the disqualification of Liu. Tang in the discus. It's the final round. Zhang leads 35-11. Tang in second place, 33-63. And this is the penultimate throw of the competition. Isabella Campos of Brazil with the bronze. Tang with the silver. But can she get the gold? No. Red flag, and Zhang is the champion. Just hit the outside line. From the outside, you'll see the divot there. So a red flag. Zhang Lanmin of China takes the gold, and Tang the silver. Gave it a good go, was beyond 30 meters. So the reigning Asian world and Paralympic champion, Zhang Langmin, defends her title. It's her 3rd world title. She's the reigning Asian discus and shot put champion. That's well out, but it's academic. Zhang retains her crown, with Tang getting the silver for China. One of the perennially successful para-athletics nations. The efforts they put into organising the Paralympic Games in 2008 will never be forgotten. Put the sport on a new plane, and they've got the athletes to show it. So Zhang takes the gold again. So gold for China. Zhang Lanmin defends her crown. Chang Hongjia the silver for China, and Isabella Campos the bronze for Brazil.
And the defending world champion and the Paralympic champion, Yang Liman of China, will be throwing 95.
Well, there you can see the long jump pit being prepared, but we are going to go to the F46 men's shot put. Joshua Sinimo of the USA. Out there around the 15-metre mark for the American.
He's in the bronze position as he takes his third round jump, looking to improve on 6.19.
Sinimo with a lifetime best of 15.98.
So Jacasa wins her heat of the women's 100 metres T11, but the big news, the world champion is out. So it's Ju, Santos, Jacasa and Wonnerumen in the final.
So from the 100 metres to the 1500 metres. 4 athletes competing in this opening heat of 2. Ode Santos, not at these championships, holds the championship record from 6 years ago. Samuel Mushai Kamani of Kenya set the world record back here in 2012. Christian Venezuela of Chile, the first man from Chile to win a Paralympic gold, claiming the 5,000 metres T11 title here in 2012. Silver in that event already here. He took silver in this 1,500 metres ago, 2 years ago in Doha. Manuel Garnissa of Spain, who goes from lane 3. Kassar of Turkey, 7th in the 5,000 metres, already here, will go from 2. And in lane 1, 2 times world champion in this event, last back in 2006, that's Jason Joseph Dunkley. First 2 to qualify, then it is the 2 fastest losers who go through to the final. 3 3/4 laps for the men's 1,500 metres T11. The most of the visually impaired, all those athletes there with a guide with them. So plenty of work for the guide to do, and it's Dunkley who gets out to an early lead there with Valenzuela of Chile just settling back on the outside with his guide, Raul Moya. You can't miss his guide. He's got pink hair. It's easy to pick him out indeed. Dunkley then takes the lead with around 150 metres remaining on this opening lap as they come round into the straight. So it's currently Dunkley in first position, Kassar in second of Turkey, and then it's Valenzuela in third position. And then rounding up the field, it is Manuel Garnissa of Spain as they come down to take 3 laps to go in this men's 1,500 metres T11 as they go past the finishing mark.
Yes, for Jason Dunkley, it's been quite a sedate pace as they come through with 3 laps to go. Born in Newtonards in Northern Ireland, but living in Ottawa now. So successful in previous World Championships. He's a 4-time World Champion, dating back to 2002 in Lille in this 1,500 metres. But in more recent games, 5th in Rio, silver in the last Worlds in Doha over 5,000 metres, but nobody making a significant break so far. Dunkley leading them through, Kassar, Valenzuela, and then Garnica of Spain. Very little between these 4, not really stretched out, little gaps between each athlete. You'll notice the preference for Dunkley is to have his guide on the outside. Seems to be 50-50 split between having the guides inside and outside. I'd have honestly thought a lot more to prefer having the guide on the outside. But Dunkley looking very comfortable. Kassar in second. Valenzuela third, Garnica fourth, but no major pace in this yet with 2 laps to go.
Well, Valenzuela in third place looked like he was struggling a bit coming down the home straight there. The Spaniard Garnica in the 4th place position has put a little bit of pressure on, but it's Dunkley who's doing it quite easily out in front. But we'll see the pace quicken as we come around with probably around 500 or 600 metres remaining. Dunkley's put the foot down a little bit. He's got that gap out now to around 10 metres from the rest of the field, with Valenzuela in third place, really needing to make an effort, will the Chilean. And in fourth position, it's Garnica there, but Kassar of Turkey remains in second position. They're just closing the gap up a little bit slightly. Dunkley maybe slowing down a little bit, but they've got around 600 metres remaining in this men's 1500 metres T11, the first of two. Now, it's the first two that do go through, so very important to make sure that you get up there, because then after that, it's the two fastest qualifiers who do advance through. But it's Jason Dunkley in first position as they head down the straight to collect the bell in this opening heat. And in second place at the moment is the Turk, Hassan Hussein Kassar, who's there in seventh in the 5,000 metres in this stadium already in these championships. But it's Dunkley who takes the bell.
Big lead for Dunkley at the bell in comparison to the rest of the race. They went through in 3:06. Now a lot of jostling happening behind him though, and here goes Garnica on the outside. Garnica overtaking Kassar to go up into second place. Valenzuela, former Paralympic world champion, trying to make a big move on the outside, going up in lane 3. Dunkley not worried about any of that. You see the significant lead of around 20 metres that he holds on the back straight right now in front of that enthusiastic London crowd. Dunkley going well on his outside. It's settled down behind him. The top two go through. Garnica winning that race at the moment. Valenzuela going very, very wide, but still a significant gap between him and Garnica in second place. Dunkley surely has done enough work at this stage to win this heat. Certainly must have done the work to go through automatically. He's way out in front. The big moves are coming outside. It's Garnica in second place at the moment. Kassar in third, but look at the move coming under the inside. Dunkley's okay, he's safe. Kassar up into second place. Kassar will take second place. Dunkley, Kassar, Valenzuela in, what, lane 6? Lane 6 it was. 4:15.13. Major movement all over the place. Well, you thought Joanna Mazur's final victory yesterday in the 1500 metres was a brilliant late manoeuvre. What about that? Dunkley made sure none of the drama surrounded him. 4:15.13. But movement left, right and centre. Kassar second, Valenzuela third, and Garnica was second for a long time in the latter stages, despite a PB in fourth place.
What a finish indeed. Season best, personal best. The qualification for that man in first place in Dunkley. He led from start to finish. He took out in front. He knew what he was doing. He judged it to perfection, and he came home with a win of around 7 or 8 metres at the end there. So he knew exactly what he was doing. The guide led him well around from the inside. And Dunkley takes first position in a time of 4:15.13. Qualification for Kassar of Turkey in second place. Then it's a case of waiting for Valenzuela and Garnica as we wait the second heat in this men's 1500 metres T11.
Schaefer in the long jump. T42, the above-knee amputee category. From the Bayer Leverkusen club. 6:19 is best in round 2, and that seems to be a little bit better. It's a very good field in this. Schaefer finishing 4th in the long jump in Rio. 3rd at the moment by around 70 centimetres. Regis Woods 5:58, Schaefer 6:19. Never won a major championship medal before, but he's certainly in line here. 6:25, still in 3rd, but his best of the day. F46 shot put, and this is round 2. Matthias Schulze of Germany. 14:61 in the opening round. Slightly off the pace. Now well on the pace. Beyond 15 metres. And Schulze with a big move, lifetime best. And he's in the gold medal position already.
Way of China with his second throw. In second position at present. Silver in this event 2 years ago as well for the Chinese athlete. That's over the 15-metre mark as well. 15.05, so it is an improvement of 4 centimetres, but he stays in second place.
Ibrahimov from Ukraine, lying 5th with his first round effort of 13.81, has added about a metre onto that. 14.62, he's in the bronze medal position.
Third place opponent, Great Series, every jump over 6 metres. He's about to launch in round number 5.
Lovely blue skies in London this morning, day 5. And here's Schaefer.
Schaefer in 3rd position. 5th attempt. He's got the defending champion in front of him, along with Daniel Wagner. Hard to see an improvement in that one. He's got the white flag. And perhaps Vanessa at the end of the competition, as we near the end of it, he's starting to get a bit of a lactic acid burn there.
I think he's still quite a bit careful and is not going full out towards the board, so he slows down a bit and doesn't hit the board right.
He seems happy enough. He was 4th in this event back in 2015. He's in the medals at the moment. He stays in the bronze medal position, 6.25 his best with 1 to go.
Heat 2 of the men's 1500 metres T11, featuring the Paralympic champion and the 5,000 metres world champion from this week, Samuel Kamani. Wada won bronze in that. 5 on the line. Samuel Kamani, 5,000 metres champion this week, the reigning Paralympic champion over 1,500 metres and 5,000. He's won the last 2 Paralympic 1,500 metres crowns, including on this track. Lane 4 for Poland, Alexander Kosakowski. Bronze in the 1,500 metres in Grosseto in the Europeans last year. The former European 5,000 metres champion for Portugal, Nuno Alves, and his guide, Jose Ferreira. Lane 2 for Ecuador, 4th in the 5,000 metres here, Darwin Castro, and his guide, Sebastian Rosero. And on the inside, for Japan, the reigning Asian 1,500 metres champion, one of 3 titles he won in Incheon, Shinya Wada. He won bronze in the 5,000 here. So again, it's the first 2 to go through, plus the next 2 fastest losers, and Kamani, the world record holder from London 2012. So Wada, Castro, Alves, Kosakowski, and Kamani are the 5 in this, and Kamani a little slow to get inside, but he is the reigning Paralympic champion, so he's got confidence on his side. The Asian champion Wada coming out in front straight away. He's an upwards work in Ibaraki. Silver in the marathon, his first major big success, along with that 5,000 metres bronze medal at London 2012. Kamani hanging around the back noticeably at the moment. Wada leading for Japan, ahead of Kosakowski of Poland. Only major championship medal, that 1,500 metres bronze medal in Grosseto of the Europeans last year. Alves tucked inside. Kamani moving up slowly to 3rd place in the outside lane 3, with 3 laps to go.
So Wada takes them through as Kamani moves up on the outside. He's currently in 3rd position. Here's the reigning Paralympic champion, and Kosakowski in 2nd, but Wada doing it out in front, and all the work so far on this opening lap. Kamani running a couple of lanes wide at the moment, so he won't want to do that for too long because he's running that extra distance with his guide. So there will be a case of trying to get through on the outside there and either get up in front or just sit back behind in 3rd place on the inside to try and save those legs for the latter stages. But as it is, it's Wada in 1st, Kosakowski in 2nd, and Kamani, who's in third place with his guide, James Boyd, as they come around with 200 metres remaining on this second lap. Wider, there's been no change at all in this lap as they've headed around. He stays first. Kosakowski making a move now on the outside, slightly there, but then pulls back. And Kamani now still running out wide in that second lane with plenty of extra work to do. That might hurt the legs towards the end. It is the first two who go through to the final, who qualify from this race. Kamani now, he's decided that enough is enough. His guy James Boyd, they've moved down the outside into second place, and they'll try and slip in there perhaps behind Wider, who goes across with 2 laps to go, holding the lead still.
So Wider and Kamani now is outside with 800 metres remaining in this 1,500 metres T11 heat. Kamani's move continues and he hits the front. That was obviously the tactic throughout, that he's had planned in advance with James Boyd, leading with 700 remaining, precisely where he wants to be, the lead to defend, with Wider in second place, Kosakowski in third, behind them a good gap, about 20 metres towards Castro and Alves in fourth and fifth. Samuel Kamani, so successful, silver in this 1,500 metres in Beijing in 08, and he's won the last 2 Paralympic crowds over the 3 3/4 lap distance. From Eldoret in Kenya, James Boyd, very good athlete in his own right on the IAAF circuit. Wider defending second place. Kosakowski is going to make an attack on him on the outside shortly. Moved out to lane 2, lane 3 to make that move, to move up to the second place. But as they approach the bell, it's Kamani, it's Kosakowski, and it's Wider. And Kosakowski's making a big move to the lead of the bell too.
And here goes Kosakowski as that bell. Oh, Kamani's almost slipped. Kamani's just clipped his guy's ankles there, and he almost went down. He's managed to hold his feet. That would have been tragedy indeed for the man from Kenya, but he's kicked again now, but it's Kosakowski out in front. Remembering, it's the first 2 who go through in this heat, so at the moment it's Wider of Japan who led for the first 800 metres or so, who's being dropped off the pace. Kamani's putting in the big ones to try and catch up there with the man from Poland, Kosakowski, and his guy Sylvester Liebhards, but there's no need really, because the first 2 will go through. We'll see what the time is though, because they're really pushing around in that last 200-300 metres. As they come into the home straight, it's Kosakowski who leads from Kamani in second position, and it will be those who goes through. It's a case now of whether Kamani really wants to put in the effort to get over there and get that psychological advantage by finishing in first place. But it's Kosakowski who still leads, but the gap is narrowing as they come down towards the line. Will Kosakowski hold on for the win? He does at that. And then Kamani comes through in second place, 4:14.08 the time for Kosakowski. Kamani in second, just slightly behind Wider, who comes through in third. In fourth position, it is Wider who comes through in third. At the end there is the Portuguese athlete Nuno Alves, who comes through in the final position. Well, Wider, who left for the first 800 metres or so of that lap, in the third lap, it's really where he got overtaken. Kamani came around, but then Kosakowski decided enough was enough. The pole wanted to get around there and take some of the glory. He did that. The first 2, they go through. We'll now have to wait to see who goes through as the fastest qualifiers.
Yeah, 4:14.07, Kosakowski. Very, very good move. Very good win, because it honestly looked as if Kamani had pitched everything right, but at the bell, Kosakowski made the most significant move of all. Kamani comfortable in second place. It was the first 2 to go through anyway. Wider burnt up at this stage. Kosakowski's acceleration really helping Kamani, dragging him along, not wanting to be left behind. Wider, nothing much left in the tank. Should be okay in third, but we'll know that in a few seconds. Kosakowski coming through to win. Nice psychological advantage for him, in his head at least, over Kamani going into the final. Kosakowski winning this heat. 4:14.07 lifetime best. Kamani in second place, Wider in third, Castro 4. So Kosakowski, the fastest in the field. Valenzuela and Garnica through as fastest losers, so Wider and Castro lose out.
That's very important in this weather. Sunglasses as well. Joshua Sinamo, his third attempt, fourth position in the men's shot put F46 category.
So Desmond Jackson's best distance so far, 4 meters 95. Right on the board.
14.74. So he does improve. He moves up into the bronze medal position. Does the American. Wei En-long of China, his third attempt, in second position with a throw of 15.05. Lifetime best and season best of 15.80. It's got over 15 metres. There may only be a couple of centimetres or so over. It is. It's 15.11, so he stays second.
He's in fifth place. Standing by for his sixth and final jump.
Daniel Wagner in the men's long jump T42, a new championship record already in this competition. Took silver over 100 metres. 6.50 is that championship record he took from Yamamoto. Well, that is big indeed. Vanessa Lowe.
Yeah, it's probably just as big as his biggest jump. It looks quite far, it looked technical right. I think he used every inch on the board.
He's happy with it. He's been consistent in this long jump competition. You can't really get any closer than that, can you?
No, you can't.
Daniel Wagner, he sets and breaks almost the championship record. He equals it, 6.50, but he stays first. So the men's 400 T47. Patricio Ferreira dos Santos has already taken gold here at these championships over 100 metres. He goes from lane 3.
We go back to the track for the men's T47 400 metres.
Plenty of people who know how to medal. That man is the Asian Para Games champion in 2014, Wang Hao of China, who failed to progress in the heats at the Paralympics last year. Rudalev of Uzbekistan, he was fourth of those Asian Para Games. He was fifth over 1,500 metres already here in 2017. Stoyanov has already picked up a medal here, bronze over 1,500 metres, now looking for something over 400, the Bulgarian. Gunter Matzinger of Austria, silver in this event in 2016 in Rio, gold in 2012 in this stadium. He's also the gold medalist from 2013 in Lyon. And here he is, Ferreira dos Santos. Yes, we know you're there, silver. Last year in Rio, can he improve on that? He failed to compete in Doha 2 years ago. That was due to a thigh injury. So the first 3 in this heat go through. 2 heats in total. The next 2 fastest then advance to the final. So Ferreira dos Santos goes in 3, Matzinger in 4, Stoyanov in 5, Rudalev in 6, and it's Wang in 7. Well, let's have a look, because we've had a couple of issues in this championship. It could be Wang on the outside, though, who's gone early, the Chinese competitor. Let's just have a look. It is Wang. Wang in lane 7 is going to be out of this competition with a red card. Well, he had disappointment here in the 100 metres, missing out in the medals by 2 places. He knows straight away as well that he'll be receiving a red card in the next moment or two, and will make the lonely and long walk back inside the stadium.
Wang's number is up.
So Wang's escorted by the officials off the track. We were due to have 5. We are now down to 4. So Muradalev of Uzbekistan will have no one on the outside of him. He will go as the furthest runner in lane 6, being the outside lane now. So the second time of asking, they do get away, and it is Muradalev who is in lane 6 who gets away on the outside, but coming up already, Stoyanov on his shoulder, and one more inside that. It's Gunter Matzinger who's about to take the lead from the man on the outside in Muradalev, the Uzbekistan athlete. Patricio Ferreira dos Santos, expect him to get quick as we come in to the last 200 metres, but it's Matzinger of Austria who leads at present. In second place, it's Muradalev of Uzbekistan, but here comes Patricio Ferreira dos Santos as they move around in the final 100 metres. It will be the first 3 who go through to the final. We did start with 5, we've only got 4. It's Matzinger who's taking the lead. He's with 50 metres to go, but here comes Patricio Ferreira dos Santos. But it's Matzinger who's going to go across the line in first place. Dos Santos in second, 57.9 the victory. And in third place, it's Uzbekistan's Marathon Muradalev who takes the 3rd automatic qualification place. There is confirmation of the time, 50.79 for Gunter Matzinger of Austria after around 150 metres. He headed to the front. The Uzbekistani athlete Muradalev stayed with him for as long as he could. But it was Patricio Ferreira dos Santos who came through to take second position, and Muradalev who goes through and takes the 3rd automatic qualification, Vanessa.
Yeah, it was a fabulous run. They did what they needed to do, made it to the final. Now they can be really excited to measure themselves to the other athletes.
Well, Stoyanov at one point looked as if he was going to get himself up there, but he just fell away on that last 150 metres, and the Uzbek pipped him across the line, so he'll have to wait now to see if he can get across as one of the fastest qualifiers. But there is the winner, Gunter Matzinger, gold medalist from these championships 4 years ago. It's Patricio Ferreira dos Santos who's won gold here over 100 metres, coming home in second position. And Muradalev of Uzbekistan qualifies in 3rd, a personal best though for Stoyanov in 4th position, and Wang, who was disqualified, breaking the start.
Into the final round of the long jump. Luke Sinnott for Great Britain. 4 of his previous 5 efforts, no jumps, but a 5:41 has him just outside the medals. And that's beyond 6. Has he got into the top 3 right at the end? It would be sensational. Having been nowhere in the competition prior to that, Sinnott might just have grabbed bronze off Schaefer. What a brilliant effort right at the end.
Yeah, someone says consistency is key, and some say you only need 1 good mark, and there's a good mark.
It's his major championship debut. He's out at Bournemouth Athletic Club, coached by Paula Dunn and Roger Keller. He was a captain in the Royal Engineers. 6 metres 15, lifetime best. It's 4th, he's so close, but he's so proud.
Then shot put F46. Here is the man in second place, Wei of China, 15.11. Well, that there could be pushing over 15.11. Hoping to improve on the silver from the last championship. Improves all right. 15.55 for Wei Long of China into first.
Yamamoto, his final attempt, His tilted goal, 6:25 is best. Can he deny Wagner? He'll come very close to it. It's around 6.5. Wagner with that championship record of 6:50. He's done it twice over now, Wagner, in this competition. Yamamoto twice on 6:25. Has he done enough?
That's going to be really close one. I think it may just be off the mark of Daniel.
The twice world champion, the reigning world champion. Oh, the agony! He misses out by 6 centimeters. 6:44, silver for Yamamoto and gold for Wagner. World champion for the first time, the reigning European champion, and let's call this a leap of honor. Here he comes. He's well beyond the board, but never mind that. A red flag for the man in the red vest, but Daniel Wagner is the world champion. He's broken Yamamoto's championship record and taken Yamamoto's title. Bingo! There's the gymnastics coming in. It's not quite a 10 for that, but a 10 for the jump at least.
It's enough for the gold, and that's what counts.
Wagner, the championship record, 6:50. Yamamoto, silver, 6:44. And Schaefer, the bronze for Germany, 6:25. Daniel Wagner with the famous white cross of Denmark. And the old Rolligan horns. But Yamamoto, good result as well. The second major championship in a row, he's won silver. So heat 2 of the men's 400 meters, T47, featuring the Paralympic champion Ernesto Blanco and the former world champion Andonis Oresti. For Cuba in lane 7, Ernesto Blanco. Gold in Rio over 400 meters, his only major championship medal. Lane 6 for Jamaica, silver in the 400 in the last World Championships in Doha. That's Shane Hudson. Lane 5 for Turkey. 4th in the 400 meters of the Europeans in Grosseto last year, Nur Ahmed Akal. The bronze medalist in the 400 meters in last year's Europeans Grosseto for Austria, Alexander Potocznik. And the former world champion over 200 and 400, 2011 in Christchurch for Cyprus, Andonis Oresti. Again, it's the first 3 to qualify, plus the next 2 fastest losers.
On your mark.
Been 2 disqualifications we now hear in the first heat. None of these athletes will know it, but it actually gives them all a pass to the final. But in what order? Winner in a fast time gets a middle lane. Be key for the decider. Still a lot at stake in this. So away first time. Blanco off very well, the reigning Paralympic champion from Rio. Also Oresti in 3. Coming up on Potocznik on his outside. But look at the gap for Blanco at the moment. Hudson's going well too for Jamaica. But Ernesto Blanco looks in really good control early on. Blanco in 7, Hudson in 6. Akal in 5, now Oresti on the inside from Cyprus, from Limassol. Making a very good move. Blanco tying up. Hudson's up alongside. Hudson in the lead. Blanco might be reserving for some energy, but he can't reserve too much. Hudson in control now. Oresti moving up into 2nd place. Potocznik also for Austria. And Blanco on the outside. But Hudson wins for Jamaica. Potocznik, Akal, Blanco. They're all going through. 50.77. It was swift enough in the end. Quite a slow tie in truth. Aresti recovered strongly to come through in second place. Good work by the Cypriot. Hudson with the victory. It was a lifetime best for Vodocnik, so good work for the Austrian in third place. 51.88 the lifetime best, with Blanco and Akal looking up at the screen, seeing they go through as fast as losers. A little quirk of the mathematics, but Hudson still had to go out and win the race.
Yeah, not so good time so far. I'm really surprised the 9-year-old record from legend Heath Francis still standing, and no one could get anywhere close there. But maybe with the quality field, maybe we can get close in the final.
Well, Ernesto Blanco took off quick, did the Paralympic champion. With 250 metres to go, he slowed down. Perhaps he knew before going out that they'd be all going through, but he did struggle a bit towards the end. There we go, confirmation. Shane Hudson, 50.77 for him. Aresti of Cyprus in second, a new lifetime best for Podoshing of Austria. And as we knew beforehand, everyone from that goes through to the final because of 2 disqualifications in the opening race. So back to the shot put, F46, Hao Jianbao in 5th position. He was silver at this stadium back in 2012. That there's up to the 15-metre mark. Just clips the tape. He's the reigning world discus and Asian Para Games champion, 14.87. Up he goes into 3rd place. So the crowd enjoying themselves. Let's go and join the final round of the men's shot put, F46, where we just saw Hao Jianbao. You just saw his 5th. This is his 6th attempt taking place right now. 14.87. 15.57 is his lifetime best. And that's up there around a similar mark to what he just threw a moment or two ago, which took him up into 3rd position. Silver here at this stadium, as a matter of fact, back in London 2012. He was 4th in 2015 in Doha, just outside the medals. So he'll really want to make sure he stays up there, and he does. He improves again, a new season best of 15.29. Bronze medal position for Hao of China. Ibragimov of Ukraine. Currently in 5th position. It's a season best, but he's going to have to do better. The European champion. He took 3rd 2 years ago. What's he got in the tank? It's up around the 15-metre mark. But it's probably not going to be good enough to get him where he wants to be. Disappointing season throwing-wise, only 14.39, his best so far this season. Needed to be in the 15s, really, to be optimistic of a medal prospect, and 14.48. So he'll finish in 5th position. Joshua Sinemo of the United States. A new American record of 14.74. Attempt number 6, if he is to medal at this competition. The lifetime best set this year at 15.98, and that's over 15. It's over 15, but it might not be good enough. He may just miss out. He does, that's 15.09. He sets a new area record, but he'll stay outside the medals in 4th position. So Wei En Long. Silver medalist 2 years ago. He's now in the gold medal position with his final attempt. 15.55 with his 4th throw. And that one is over the 15-metre mark. It's around a similar mark to his 4th throw, maybe a little bit under. Nothing the matter there with the release. $15.64, it's an improvement for Wei, who's in the gold medal position. There's only one person who can stop him. It's this man, Matthias Schulz of Germany. 2 fouls with his last couple of attempts. And that won't be good enough. A new lifetime best in his 2nd throw of 15.31. He knows it's not good enough. The shoulders slumped afterwards for Schulz. It's not there. 15.14, so he has to be happy with a lifetime best of 15.31. He takes silver, and gold goes to Wei En Long of China. There he is, improvement on 2 years ago. Disappointment in Doha picking up a silver, but 15.64. Only 5 centimetres off the championship record set 4 years ago in Lyon by Nikita Prokhorov of Russia. Wei En Long takes the gold. Schulz with a lifetime best with the silver. And it's bronze for China as well. Hao Jianbao with a season best, 15.29. Lifetime best also for Yasser Mode and also for Dogan. Time now for the first heat in the men's 400 metres T53. Pierre Fairbank, a man who's been around since the 2000 Paris. That was his only gold medal in the Paris back in Sydney 2000, but he's won 3 World Championship golds. Jung Don Ho of Korea will go in lane 7, 9th over the 200 already at these championships. That man there, Hamid Alawani, 7th over 200 already here. 10th in 2015 in this event. Silva of Brazil will go from lane 5. Bongsikon Payo took silver already here over 200, bronze back in 2015 in this event, and gold in the Paralympics last year. Matsunaga could only not make it out of the heats in the Paris last year, 8th in this one back in 2015 in the final. And Pierre Fairbank, bronze in the 200 here already, 6th in this back in 2015. Twice a European champion, 3 times a world champion, but only that 1 Paralympic gold back in Sydney in 2000. Brent Lakatos with the championship record. And Hong Suk Man with that world record.
On your mark.
Well, away they go in the T53 category in wheelchair racing, and they all get away quickly indeed. On the third lane from the outside there, it's Silva of Brazil who got away well, but inside him, as you would expect, it's Pomsicon Payu who moves through very rapidly indeed, and also Pierre Fairbank of France who's moving down on the inside nicely with around 200 metres to go. It's Pomsicon Payu who has the lead with Pierre Fairbank on the inside. The first three go through in this, so at the moment it looks as though we're going to know who the first two are. The battle will be on for third place as they round in with 100 metres to go. It's Pomsicon Payu of Thailand who leads Pierre Fairbank of France, and there's a battle on at the moment for that third place position. It's Pomsicon Payu who takes first, Pierre Fairbank in second, and in lane 6 it's Hamid Awadani of Kuwait who picks up that third place position to take him through to the final. We'll now wait to see who the next two fastest are. So it's Payu of Thailand in first position, Pierre Fairbank of France in 49.49, 49.18 for that man who went across the line first, and Hamid Aladwani of Kuwait goes through in a time of 51.15 in third position. Pierre Fairbank giving a nice photo there to those photographers down there watching on. That man there finished in third position, Aladwani of Kuwait, and they went through that first 150, these two out in front. They took the lead at that stage, did Pomsicon Payu of Thailand, and Pierre Fairbank. He seems like he's been around for eternity, but he's still pushing through, isn't he? And he's a chance of winning a gold medal in this competition. 3 times a world champion. Will it be number 4? There'll be some others who'll have a say in that. Most notably Brent Lakatos, the current championship record holder, who goes in the next heat. But Pomsicon Payu goes through, who was bronze in this a couple of years ago. Pierre Fairbank as well. And there is the glorious sight of the Thai athlete Pomsicon Payu coming down the home straight to take victory in the men's 400 metres T53, first of 2 heats. Pierre Fairbank is almost 46 years of age. The Frenchman, in 9 days' time, he turns 46. He's still competing at the very top level. Pomsicon Payu goes through first, Fairbank in second, and Hamid Aladwani in third place. A new season best for Silva of Brazil, 51.65 for him.
It's traditionally Thailand very, very strong. Certainly the past 3-4 years in wheelchair racing. They've only won 2 medals so far, silver and a bronze. Only, well, it's day 5. It's a lovely day. It's an activity sheet there, definitely. Nice crowd for the morning sessions, without doubt, but we've been heating around 40,000 maximum for the evening sessions, which is, for a Para Athletics World Championship, absolutely spectacular. United States and Great Britain with the most titles here so far, which will delight the home support. 11 to date. Prospects of more this evening. And China getting into the groove. They've won 9 gold. United States have won the most medals overall. Australia with their 4th last night through Scott Reardon. But almost 60 nations have already won medals here. So the men's 52 discus and the perennial champion from Latvia, Aigaus Happiness. His 3rd throw, 3 throws in a row. 2087 is best so far, but that's a good solid one. Happiness getting that beyond 20 meters. His best so far, 20.94, and he leads. What a gorgeous day. 7-time world champion Happiness. It's Fellimore Sanders' turn now. 17.85 was his first throw. It's a bit shy of 20, around 18. Bronze in this in Rio, silver in Grosseto at the Europeans, and bronze at the last World Championships in Doha. $17.95, he's in second place. André Rocha of Brazil, third attempt. 19.39. He's elevated himself into the medals, and that's around 20. Solid throwing by the Brazilian. And André Rocha in this F52, his major championship debut. 1947, Rocha in as the silver medal spot. Heat 2 of the men's 400 meters T53, featuring the 8-time world champion Brent Lakatos of Canada. 53s and 54s always give us a good spectacle, the great wheelchair racers. So lane 8 for China, Zhao Yufei, silver in the 100 meters, London 2012, and bronze in the 2. Lane 7 for Thailand. They've only won 2 medals so far. This man's most successful games. The Worlds in 06, Pichak Krunjet. No major championship medals yet for Brian Seaman, but 6th in the 200 meters here for the United States. And gold in the 200 meters here for Canada's Brent Lakatos, the 100 meters Paralympic champion. 3 gold in Doha. Lane 4 for Thailand. Gold in both relays in the 2002 Worlds in Lille, Sopa Intensen. Lane 3, 5th in the 200 meters here. Silver in the 4 and the 8 in the Asian Games in 2014, Yu Byung-hun. And in lane 2 for France, silver in the 400 meters of the Europeans in Swansea 2014, Nicolas Brignon from Noumea in New Caledonia. 51.65 is the fastest loser's time. Cut-off point. Again, it's the first 3 to go through, and the next 2 fastest losers. Lakatos wants to be the fastest winner. Brignon in 2, Yu, Intasen, Lakatos, Seaman, Krunjet, Zhao. So away first time. Lakatos away, swift as usual. Looking solid straight away. Seaman on his inside has also gone off to a good start. The American, based in Champaign in Illinois, where they've an excellent parathletics program. Lakatos going great right now. Trains and lives in Loughborough in England with his wife Steph Reed, who's already hit gold here, as Lakatos has in his own right in the 200 meters. 400, he won silver at the last Worlds. He's been a 400 meters world champion in Lyon in 2014. But as they head for home, Yu moving very well for Korea. Lakatos in 5, Seaman in 6, and that's how they're going to go through. Yu, Lakatos, Seaman the 1, 2, 3, and Brignon in 4th place will have to wait. 49.83, good time. Yu goes first, lifetime best for him as well. Brilliant second section of the race for him. Lakatos and Seaman had gone to a very, very good start. Yu accelerating towards the crest of the back straight. Lakatos comfortably and capably into the final, which comes later. And Brian Seaman as well. still awaiting his first major championship medal. It might come on this track in London. This is where you began to accelerate. He was behind Brignon at that stage, then shot up very well in lane 3 as they straightened up. Lakatos in 5, Seaman in 6, and they were well clear of everybody else. Intasin of Thailand have been struggling. They've been a bit off form across the board so far, with just 2 medals to their name. Good victory for you. 4 medals in those Asian Games in Incheon. It's Kuala Lumpur next year. You gets the win. Lakatos second, Seaman third. They're the 3 who go through. Lifetime best for you, 49.82. Lakatos, Seaman and Brignon joining him in the final. Peo, the fastest for Thailand. Fairbank, Yu, Lakatos stacking up very nicely. Women's F54 discus. And this is Yao. Very, very good throw. Just to clarify, it's F44. Ambling category, single below knee. And that goes out bang on 40 meters. That's a cracking throw by Yao. First round, and she is our leader. Season's best as well for Lao Juan. Koleski now in the opening round. For Germany, Federica Koleski. Has to face a lot from the reigning Paralympic and world champion, who is our leader at the moment. Yeah, but Koleski getting herself surely into the medals for now. Opening exchange as it is, but that certainly looks to be just beyond 30. And she's well in contention here. 30.98, Koleski goes into second place. Volta for Denmark. 27.55, the lifetime best for the Dane. Already struck gold today in the field. It's around 25 meters. Been a couple of no throws in this as well already. 11 starters in this F44. Volta goes third, 25.49. Yang Yue of China, with Yao Juan in the lead. That's another good one over 30. 2 Chinese competitors jousting for the gold here. She's the discus world champion from 2006, the reigning Asian Games champion, and the Paralympic Games yet to win gold. Second place, 35.28. China 1, China 2. Edmiston of Australia. Well, very tight at the top of the moment, and it's getting tighter. That's over 30 as well. This has got the makings of a fabulous competition. She was born in Lower Hutt, New Zealand, just outside Christchurch, based in Perth now. Her husband, Paul, also a class athlete in his own right, and in her own right, oceanic record, 32.42, she goes third. Koleski for Germany, lying in fourth place, 30.98 in the opening round.
4th is where Koleski finished 2 years ago in Doha. Only around the 27-metre mark or so, that one. She's actually finished 4th at the last 2 major championships. And at the moment, she's heading for another 4th. She remains there after 2 throws. Well, plenty of school children in, viewing over these past couple of days. They're coming from everywhere. They're enjoying themselves, and they're making loads of noise. We expect it to continue as well. The men's 200 metres T54 will get a very good cheer as they come around that left-hand side of the stadium from where we are here in our commentary position. Kenny Van Wiegel holds the championship record in this. He'll be going in the second heat. But in heat number 1, Tomoki Akoma, who finished 8th here over 100 metres, will go from lane 9, the Japanese athlete. Yasin Garbi, silver already at these games, over 1,500 metres, mainly likes the longer distances. He'll go from 8. Curtis Tom of Canada, 7th already in 100 metres, didn't compete in 2015 in Doha. Adil Ablushi from the UAE made it through to the semi-finals of the 100. This man we know plenty about, Saichon Konjen, hasn't had the best of championships so far. He finished silver in this in Doha. David Scherer in lane 4 of Germany. Nathan Maguire, who played wheelchair basketball for the Manchester Mavericks, gets a cheer in lane 3, and why wouldn't he? And it's Leo Pekatati. Bronze at the 2016 European Championships. He was 6th in this event in 2015. The first 3 who qualify. Look out for that man, Yasin Garbi. Silver to his name already here. Can he progress to the final of the men's 200 metres T54? And away they get, and it is Konjen who's got away very quickly indeed, and just on the inside of him, it's Scherer, but it is Konjen there who's got away mighty quickly indeed. Coming down the inside lane, it's Leo Pekatati of Finland who moves out in front, and then out wide, second from the outside, it's Yasin Garbi. Garbi coming home quickly enough. It's going to be Garbi who takes the win from Pekatati on the inside, and Saichon Konjen who comes through in 3 positions. So Saichon Konjen takes the 3rd position. Yasin Garbi with the victory in a time of 25.09. He is 0.01 outside Kenny Van Wiegel's championship record. So we may see something special in the final of this event. Leo Pekatati led coming home into that final 100 metres. Saichon Konjen, silver already in 2015 in this event. Looking to improve and come up with a gold medal. But on the inside, Leo Pekatati there in lane 2 really moves quickly around the bend. Saichon Konjen, who's 3 lanes further out, picks him up. And then it's a battle in 3 as Garbi comes down the outside in lane number 8. I said he likes to mainly longer distances, but he's got a finish on him. And that was proven there as he takes 1st position. Pekatati in 2nd, and Saichon Konjen in 3rd position for Thailand. Clear cut enough. Vanessa Lowe, no doubts there as to who the 3 were going to go through.
Yep, it's going to be a really exciting race. I think if we get a good tailwind tonight, when they do their final, I think we're going to see a good race.
Well, quite surprisingly for these championships, there are no Chinese in either this heat or in the next heat that goes in a few minutes' time. But the Tunisian, Yassine Gabi is his name, 25.09, he goes through first. Pekatati of Finland is second. Saichung Konjen of Thailand takes third.
So Volta again of Denmark. Round 2 of the women's discus F44, that's the single below knee category. .25.49 in the opening round. Now that is further, that's around 28 by the looks of it. And if so, that will probably put her up into 5th place. Ida Nessa of Norway just before Volta, throwing 26.56 to put her 5th. But I'm sure Volta's just about to displace her. It's a good throw. Now there's a nod of acknowledgement. Lifetime best, 27.94. And Volta is in 5th place. Alero of Kenya, 21.18 in the opening round. 26.70 is the lifetime best for the Kenyan. And on this and the IAAF circuit, we're getting to see more and more Kenyans get interested in the field with quite a bit of success. It's a major championship debut. Probably will stay in 8th place. .37 years old. The national coach for her is Ruth Chuma. She's been a swimmer as well. .21.71 improves her position. She's still down the field a little. Currently in 2nd place, Yang Yue, the reigning Asian champion. And it's only the current world and Paralympic champion above her. Been a world champion in this in 06. 35.28 in the opening round. Looks slightly better. The lead, 39.72 from Yao Juan, who no-throwed in round 2. She'll get closer, but she won't get the lead. Sarah Edmiston of Australia currently lying in the bronze medal position with that new area record. Closer, 37.22, but Yao Juan leads by exactly 2.5 meters. Sarah Edmiston now then. Her first major championship. Australia didn't compete in the Asia Oceania Championships last year in Dubai. Date got moved late on. Area record for Oceania. Slight improvement, 32.42, but she's 5 meters behind Yang Yue. So it's probably an extension of her area record. She stays in 3rd, but 33.65 is the new continental standard. And here's Yao.
Yao Juan, the current Paralympic title holder. You can see why, can't you? Lifetime best of 44.53. She has medals dating back to Sydney 2000, when she was just 16 years of age. foul on that one, so she remains in first, courtesy of her first throw of 39.72. Koleski of Germany. She really would like a medal. So many times she's been fourth. Just needs to find that something extra. Frederica Charlotte Koleski, 30.98. This is her third attempt. So she has time, but she doesn't want to wait around too long. That's it, the 30-metre tape, so it won't be any further than what she's thrown already. It'll be around the 30-metre mark, just under it. $29.84, 16 centimetres shy of the 30. She stays in fourth place.
Heat 2 of the men's 200 metres, T54. European champion Kenny Van Weigel goes in this. Also Richard Chiazaro, who had that crash last night in the 800 final, which will be rerun on Friday without him. So lane 9 for Germany, Mark Schuh. Whole series of medals across World and European Championships. For Thailand, bronze in the Asians in 2014 in the 100 metres for Ekatai Janton. First major championship for the Watford-based Jabari Knight of Trinidad and Tobago. Went out in the heats of the 100 metres, added Isaiah Joseph of Canada, bronze in the Pan Ams in 2011 for him. First major championship for Yuki Nishi of Japan, 12th in the 100 metres. Richard Chiazaro, 8th in the 1500 metres here, the European 200 metres champion. Eric Hightower of the United States, silver in the 4x1 in 2013, awaiting his first individual medal, as is Sweden's Nicholas Almers. And Kenny Van Weigel, the reigning European champion over 2 and 4, and the reigning Paralympic champion over 400 metres. It's the world champion in this in 2013 in Lyon. So the top 3 to qualify: Van Weigel, Almers, Hightower, Chiazaro, Nishi, Christoph, Knight, Janton and Mark Schuh. 26.55 is the fastest losers target time. So away they go. Chiazaro looking to get off to a big start. It was around here we had the big bump last night, remember. Also flying up, Christoph of Canada. Well, that's a brilliant start by Christoph of Canada. And Hightower of the United States. Schuh of Germany also as they straighten up. It's Kenny Van Weigel who leads for the Netherlands. Chiazaro coming up for Britain as well. Schuh on the near side for Germany. Chiazaro in the between them all. Van Weigel, Schuh, Chiazaro, the 1, 2, 3. 25-31. Nice and swift. It's not that far outside. Kenny Van Weigel's championship record from Lyon in 2013 when he took the gold. Good racing from him. Chiazaro as well. It must have been a semblance of a sleepless night. Hook being disqualified from that 800 final, having got the gold, then reinstated this morning. A rerun decided for Friday without Chiazaro. And Schuh did a very good job also, but Chiazaro down the middle just kept out of trouble. And it's those 3 easily through to the final. Good start by Chiazaro. Christoph got off to a brilliant start, you'll see here in lane 6. But then Schuh coming into his own, and when they straighten up in lane 1, Van Weigel beginning to come to the fore as well.
Yeah, Mark already wanted him to finish his career post-Rio and just gave it a halfway crack, so just training a bit less and focusing more on his university, and qualified quite surprisingly, and yeah, did some really good times this year.
Yeah, Van Weigel coming through on the inside lane and Shu on the outside, 700s between them. Chiusaro qualifying also. So Van Weigel, the winner ahead of Shu. They go through. Van Wegel's winning time 25.30. Shu, Chiusaro, Hightower, and Yuki Nishi all progressing. It'll be another high-class final. Garbi, the swiftest today. Van Weigel, Shu, Chiusaro, Tati, Hightower, Nishi, Maguire. Very interesting indeed. And the men's T20 triple jump, the latest event on the field.
Villamarin of Argentina. Appears to be around the 11-metre mark. He's got a lifetime best and set this season of 11.92, the Argentine. Some distance behind the board. It's a new South American record though, and he's in first position. Pridnikov. Bronze already in the long jump at these championships. That will be enough to put him into first position. 13.58 for the Ukraine. Second round, the reigning world champion, world record of that event, also competes in the long jump, where he was fourth in Doha. Cunha of Portugal. And that won't be good enough by the looks of things to overtake Prudnikov of the Ukraine. Currently in first position. It's not a foul on his first. Cunha 13.03, a season best, but it puts him in second place as we head to Yang Yu. In the discus, F44 category. She won gold in this event back in 2006. Silver at the last championships in Doha, silver at the Paralympics in Rio. She's heading for silver here, but it's a season best, 38.25 for Yang Yu of China. Sarah Edmiston, former winter athlete. New Oceania record of 33.65. This is her third attempt. She's in the bronze medal position. Well, that looks even bigger. 33.75 before, that looks much bigger. Her season best and lifetime best is 37.67. It's not up there, but it's good. Oh, it's good indeed. It's improved. A new record, 33.80. She stays third though.
Batista Restituto of Spain. Round 2 of this men's T20 triple jump, the intellectual category. And no jump in the opening round for him. Seven in this final. Not the longest, but it's conservative and it gets them on the board. And it's a white flag, importantly, too. 12.26 would get him into the medals at the moment. You can judge for yourself how well he's done there, but at least he's on the leaderboard anyway. Batista Restituto will go into 6th place. 11.88, it's a lifetime best too.
For the first heat in the women's 400 metres T53. Angie Ballard, who broke the world record back in 2015. She doesn't hold it at the moment. She goes in this race. Sammy Kinghorn, who took gold over 200 metres already at these championships, also goes from lane 7. There she is. Lifetime best of 53.72 set this year. 6th in this event back in 2015. Listen to that. She's also the European champion over 1, 4 and 800 metres. The USA's Kelsey Levervaux, 5th over the 200 metres already here at these championships. Yana Dupont of Canada, 7th in 2015 in Doha. Improvement required. Angie Ballard of Australia, as I said, broke the world record in 2015 before Chelsea McClemmer bettered it earlier this year. Bronze in 2016 at the Paralympic. She's the defending champion in this event is Ballard. Kazumi Nakayama from Japan, who also does the marathon and ice sledging, will go from lane 3. So Angie Ballard, defending champion over 400 metres T53, could only manage bronze at the Paralympics in 2016. She'll be challenged by that lady out wide in lane 7. Now the Kinghorn, and they all get away very well indeed. They'll pick up pace as they go around the far side of this track. And Kinghorn will get cheered home by a very, very large British crowd here at these World Para-Athletics Championships. But coming through nicely now on the inside, it is Angie Ballard, who is in lane 4. What can happen though is absolutely anything in one of these races, and we'll see as they come around. This is only a heat. The first 3 who go through at present, it's Kinghorn out in lane 7, it's Ballard in lane 4. They are the first 2, and there's a real battle on the back to see who can come home in 3rd position. Samantha Kinghorn leads then as they straighten up, coming round with about 80 metres to go. It's Angie Ballard on the inside. It's not going to matter too much as to who goes through first place, except for maybe a psychological advantage. It's Angie Ballard who's going to take it from Sammy Kinghorn. 56.20 championship record, and coming across in 3rd place, it is Yana Dupont from Canada. So Ballard has set her stall out early with a championship record of 56.20 seconds. Well, it was Kinghorn who led, coming around with 100 metres to go. The crowd started cheering her home. It's only a heat, but it is a very vociferous crowd here in this stadium. Angie Ballard takes the win in the end, in what may go even quicker when they get to the final. Pushing there from lane 4 is Angie Ballard. Samantha Kinghorn out wide. No one in front of her at this stage. And she must see out the corner of her eye, Ballard streaming up on the inside there, who takes the win, takes the advantage and sets a new championship record. In third place, Ayana Dupont. But there is your winner with a new championship record of 56.20, Angie Ballard. Let's just confirm that then Australia's Angie Ballard in first place, 56.20 championship record. Samantha Kinghorn also through, and Kazumi Nakayama has been given third place.
Back to the men's triple jump T20 final. Alan Omar Vija Marin. Second attempt, 12.25 in the opening round. He's in the medals right now. Awkward little skip right in the middle of that. Right there, he lost a bit of momentum, really, by the looks of that. But it's still a continental record, 12.27. So Dmitro Prudnikov, world record in the previous round of 13.58. Oh, that's well clear of it. That's well clear of it. He's extended his world record by a huge way. That's absolutely massive. Over 3/4 of a meter, 14.33, the new world record. Round 4 of the discus. And Federico Koleski, fourth in the discus in her 2 previous global championship finals. The Worlds in Doha 2 years ago and Rio 2016. She's with the Eintracht Duisburg club up in the Ruhr Valley. It's beyond 30 meters again. It's good sporting hotbed round where she's based. Very successful women's football club there, and it's where Italy had their base when they won the World Cup in '06. She's in good, strong medal contention here. Just outside the medals at the moment. Sarah Edmonston in the bronze medal position. Kolecki, 30.98, her best, and it remains her best. She stays in 4th place. And here is Sarah Edmonston with her 4th round throw. We've lost Alero, Simonova and Rishko at the halfway point. So an Oceania record of 33.80 in round 3. It's actually been 3 throws in a row where she's improved on the area record, but not here as that's out. And a red flag. She has thrown 37.67 in her career, but not in a fully ratified IPC event. 33.80 it is. Yang to go into the circle now. 38.25 in round 3 for the reigning Asian Games champion and the former world champion. 1.5 meters off the lead of Yao Zhuan. Aiming for 40 meters. And that's around 32 or 33, and she'll walk out and it's a red flag. And a few of you may wonder about the quirks of Edmonston throwing 5 meters longer than a continental record, but it's like in the old days. If Norris McWhirter wasn't there, it wasn't a record. Yang remains in 2nd place. And here's Yao in the lead, 39.72. A world record holder from Rio last year. 39.72 she leads with. drops just shy of 40. And that won't be an improvement.
So Yao, still with that first one, 39.72. She remains in first place. Does the lady who's been around since Sydney 2000. 17 years on, she's still competing. Time now to go back to the triple jump. Villamarin, round 3 from Argentina. 12.27, his best so far. That 12.27, a new lifetime best as well. For the man from Argentina, and he's happy with that one as well. As we await confirmation of it, but he likes it. .12.29. Improvement of 2 centimetres. He's in the bronze medal position.
Heat 2 then of the women's 400 metres T53, featuring the Asian, European, Pan Am and Paralympic champions. Talk about high standard. Here's the Pan American champion from Bermuda. Bronze in the 100 metres of the last Worlds in Doha. 4th in the 200 here, Jessica Cooper-Lewis. The reigning European champion over 100 and 400. Bronze in the 200 here, Hamida Kurt of Turkey. Silver in the 4 and the 500 metres, 5,000 metres should I say, in Rio for the United States, Chelsea McClammer. 4th in the 1500 here, 6th in the 200 metres in London, Jessica Frotton of Canada. That was her best ever championship result. And the reigning Asian Games and Paralympic champion and former world champion, Zhao Hongxuan of China. Stacked field, this is Chelsea McClammer, with 5 global medals to her name, yet to get a gold. This T53, so no McFadden to worry about or to help. Good talented field in this T53 women's 400 metres heat. Zhao away very well in lane 3. Kurt struggling a little in 6. Lewis away in 7. McClammer going well in 5, but Zhou with the best out of all, surely out of lane 3 in the back straight. The woman who won 4x4 and 1500 gold at the last World Championships, and then followed up in Rio by winning the 400, 800 and the 4x4. Zhao absolutely flying at the moment. McClammer going very well. Kurt beginning to come into her own as well, as they straighten up. Lewis has slipped back a bit after an excellent start. It's Zhao Hongxuan who leads for China. McClammer second for the United States, and Hamida Kurt for Turkey. The first 3 to go through, and it will be these 3. McClammer pushing on a little bit, but Zhao will win. McClammer in second place, and Kurt in 3rd. They go through, Rodden 4th, and Lewis in 5th. 55.82, that's a championship record. Zhao Hongxuan has broken a 4-year-old mark. Good work by the reigning Asian and Paralympic champion, and rounded down by a 100th as well. Angie Ballard had broken the championship record in the last one, remember, about 5 minutes ago. It's a great break between her and Sammy Kinghorn to see who would win and get that championship record. And Zhao, wonderful win. Lewis started very strongly, but maybe put too much into the first 200. She's a very good sprinter. But Zhao Hongxuan in great control here. with McClammer taking second and Kurt the third. Kurt, the reigning European champion from Grosseto last year, she wasn't in much peril either. Fast time by McClammer too, don't forget. So Zhu and McClammer inside the old championship record time that Zhu had held for many years before. Zhao wins 55.81, McClammer second, Curtin third, and Vrotten also through. Well, Angie Bala's championship record didn't last very long, and in fact, the top four mentioned there were inside Zhu's old.
It's under the 40-metre mark. So it's probably going to come down to the very last round. More than enough experience with Yajwan, but take away that first attempt and it's looking pretty meagre indeed. Doesn't matter though, she only needs one. Back to the triple jump. The man in first position with his third attempt. He's already broken the world record. Dmitry Prudnikov, bronze in the long jump at these championships already. Is he going to improve on it here? He certainly looks like it at the moment. Well, that there is long as well. He came into this event with a lifetime best of 14.08. He's absolutely smashing it. Oh, he smashed it again, 14.50, a new world record, breaking his own, which he set just recently. So, Giannis Kalitsas of Greece in his fourth round attempt, just getting the preparations underway. The man there you can see with the Ukraine tracksuit on, Prudnikov, he's broken the world record twice. Gunya, who formerly held it from 2015, has seen it smashed twice. So Kalitsas, that's around the 12-metre mark. The hop appeared okay. It was the skip that seemed to let him down. Just there. Just didn't get enough elevation and power. T20, of course, for the intellectually impaired athletes. Doesn't improve, stays in fifth position. Batista Restituto of Spain. He's fourth, 12.13, a lifetime best. Can he improve? Well, I think he has. It looked a bit dubious at one point there, whether he would get over that 12-metre mark, but he seemed to manage to twist and turn just before he landed. Just watch that, just there. Gained a couple of centimetres, did the Spaniard. Well, he has indeed a new lifetime best, 9 centimetres further. He's in fourth, 12.22. So here's an event for you, the women's 100 metres T12. Amara Duran goes. Some athlete indeed. Never beaten in this event at a major championship since 2008. There is Amara Durand. The only reason she suffered that defeat in 2008 because she managed to pick up a thigh injury prior to Beijing, but she holds the championship record from 2 years ago of 11.48. Also from Rio, the world record of 11.40. Sarah Fernandez-Roldan of Spain goes from lane 5. The heats in the 2015 and 2016 championship, also a long jump athlete, and bronze in 200 metres and 2016 European Championships is Ignaziak of Poland. So T12, just to explain, this is the medium visual impairment. They can run with a guide or without. Amara Duran always runs with a guide. Uniel Kinderland for the lady who won gold over 100, 200 and 400 in 2015. She won exactly the same events at the Paralympics in Rio last year, did the Cuban. She is a special athlete indeed, with an outstanding running style. So Durand in 3, Fernandez-Roldan in 5, Ignaziak in 7. And the way they get Durand, as you expect, gets away very quickly indeed. She's already out by about 7 or 8 metres, and she's improving that. On the outside, it's Ignaziak who goes through in silver, but that is a very quick time indeed, 11:51 for Amara Durand. Just 3/100ths of a second outside her championship record that she set in Doha a couple of years ago. The speed she runs with, and she has to have a very good guide who can run at that speed as well. Uniel Kinderland is that man. Ignaziak comes home in his second place position, but just have a look at that. Tethered in the middle. That is style indeed, isn't it? Won all 6 events she's gone in her last 2 major championships. Never in doubt at all in that heat. Slightly outside her own championship record. Confirmation, then it's rounded down to 11.50 for Amara Durand in first. Ignaziak of Poland, who qualifies 12.97 in second, and a lifetime best for Fernandez-Roldan, who finished third.
Coming towards the end of the F54 women's discus, and this is Yang Wei, her final throw. It's bronze for Sarah Edmiston of Australia. Frederica Kaleski of Germany has missed out in 4th. Yang Wei, 38.25 her best, 1.5 meters extra needed to get the gold. And that's not it. Yao Yuan is the champion again. The defending champion, the Paralympic champion, has retained the title, and Yang Wei, the former world champion from 2011 in Christchurch, is narrowly missing out, but it is still China, gold and silver. The best throw in round 3, 38.25. So here's our champion, Yao Yuan. Silver in the discus for her in the Asian Games, behind Yang Wei. And academic where that went, because Yao Yuan retains her world crown, and the last 3 global titles have gone her way. And she's been winning major crowns since 2000. That was the javelin, and look at that. 5 no throws in a row, didn't matter. Her first throw was the best of the competition. And Yao Yuan takes the gold. So China 1-2, Yao Yuan the gold, Yang Wei the silver, with Sarah Emerson of Australia getting the bronze.
Okay, time to say hello to schools around the
We have been blessed with the weather in London today. Nice crowd, close on 5 figures in this wonderful arena. 40,000 here on Sunday night. One more race left on the track. Little bit of field action remaining in this morning session on day 5 of 10. And everybody then getting 3 mornings off. Back to the triple jump T20. Alonoma Vijamarin, man who has already set an America's record.
Well, he likes that one as well. You can always tell with this man when he gets out. He realises straight away when he's done something special. .12.53 with that South American record. And his last jump, if anything, if he can go a little bit straighter on that skip, he might even improve it even further. It doesn't matter, he's improved it anyway. 12.57, stays in 3rd, but it sets a new South American record. Francisco Perez Carrera with his 6th attempt. So the gold and silver positions both passed up on their final attempt. And that won't be anything either. Could have been nasty if he tripped then, thankfully he didn't. Perez Carrera of Spain with a foul in his final jump. So 4 fouls for him all up. He finishes in 6th position with a best of 11.90. Barbican of Turkey. Ukraine's Dmitry Prudnikov with a new world record in his competition. Twice, as a matter of fact. He broke his own one after he set the first. This man set a lifetime best of 11.90. He's in 7th position. Ufuk Barbashan of Turkey. Up over the 12-metre mark. Given the white flag. There's a lifetime best of 11.65 coming into this competition, does the man from Turkey. He's already broken that with his 2nd round. This was closer to 12, so he may have broken it again. Oh, he has. 11.96, he's in 6th position, he moves up a place.
So the final race of the morning session, the women's 100 metres T12. Shen Yakin and Captain Muller Rutgart are the 2 in this. Bit unusual this, but in terms of the qualifiers and so on, it's just the winner to go through. Shen Yakin, the 200 metres Asian champion, gold in the 4x1 in Rio, her guide is Li Quen. And here's the European champion over 100 and 200, Born in Duisburg, lives in Bochum. Her club is TV Wattenscheid. Katrin Muller-Rockart. 13.50 is the fastest loser's time. Bit unusual to a straight shootout, but that's the quirk of the draw and the number of athletes who've qualified for this event. The 100 meters T12. Well, we've seen the class of Amara Durand a little earlier. So Shen Yakin in 3, Katrin Muller-Rockart in 5. So away we go, good start by Shen. Muller-Rockart hits the front door, round 13, away she goes. Katrin Muller-Rockart from Germany is going to qualify for the final directly. 11.99, Shen Yakin almost held up on the line. Li Wen, her guide, came very close to crossing in front of her, but Muller-Rockart very capably and professionally done. That matches a lifetime best. 11.99, 12.36 had been her best prior to this. It's the second fastest time after Durand. Looking very, very good. Gold in the 1 and 2 at the Europeans in Grosseto, bronze in the long jump, and a first global medal coming in Rio, bronze in the 100 meters. Looking good for another medal here. So Muller-Rockart through 11.99, and despite the slight error on the line, Shen Yakin also through. So Durand the winner, Muller-Rockart the second fastest in the heats ahead of Shen and Ignatiak, and they're all into the final.
So back to the final round of the men's triple jump T20 competition. Argentines is Alain Omar Villamarin. That's given us a foul, but he's happy indeed because he's twice broken the South American record in his own personal best in this competition. Gold and silver have passed up on their final attempts. That man there, he did hold the world championship record, Lenin Cunha, and now that man does. Dmitry Prudnikov, bronze in the long jump already at these championships. You can add triple jump gold to that as well.
It's a bit curious about Cunha. He did his second round attempt, 13.03, put him into second place, and I don't know whether there was an injury, but he didn't jump again. Prudnikov, because he was so far in front with that world record, skipped his last 2 rounds. And Villamarin finishing in 3rd place. Good work by all 3 medalists. A little less work than they normally would have to put in. It's because of the circumstances.
Prudnikov heads on a lap of honour. So let's confirm how it finished up. A world record, twice he broke it. Dmitry Prudnikov of Ukraine, 14.50. 34 centimetres added to the man who finished in silver places, former world record. He got a season best in Lenin Cunha of 13.03. And a very happy Argentine in Alain Omar Villamarin with a South American record, takes bronze, 12.57 for him.
Now, men's discus F52, it is ongoing. Here's our leader, the reigning European, World and Paralympic champion, Aiga Zapines of Latvia. Still quite a bit to go in this competition. His best throw, 21.95, a new championship record. The Latvian, by a long way, the favourite in this. He's on the brink of his 7th world title. Here's the current standings. Zapines leading 21.95. with the championship record. Rocha of Brazil in second place, and Sandor of Croatia currently third. Skukas still with a chance.
So I'll update you on the result of that a little later today. In the men's discus throw F52 competition.
F54 shot. Yang, our winner for China with that effort. Silver for Hania Aidi of Tunisia. 682. And it would be Mexican bronze for Gloria Zarza Guadamara. 660. So the women's F54 shot put gold for Yang of China, silver for Aidi of Tunisia, and bronze for Zarza Guadamara with a new America's record for Mexico in third place.
So those children from school have seen a very good morning. They've seen 7 gold medals decided in the field. There'll be a further 18 finals decided in the evening session. Let's have a look at the medal table. The People's Republic of China have now gone up into first position level with the USA and Great Britain. Yao Zhuan picking up a gold in the women's discus throw F44, helping that out no end. Ireland at the top of the second page with their 2 gold medals through Michael McKillop and Jason Smith. Well, Denmark have certainly been helped today by Daniel Wagner, who's picked up their first gold medal of these championships. All those nations looking to improve. Uganda with just the 1 gold medal for them so far in 26th position. And we work our way down. None of these countries yet to pick up gold, but they've picked up silver and or bronze. As we head our way down towards the bottom, as Turkey, Trinidad and Tobago prop up the table. So it's been a morning of world records. Dmitry Prudnikov picking up gold in the men's triple jump T20 after also bronze in the long jump earlier in this competition. Daniel Wagner with a championship record to add to his silver in the men's long jump T42, picking up 100 silver last night. And Yao Zhuan retained her world title to add to a Paralympic title. Myself, Tulson Tollett, Will Downing and Vanessa Lowe. We'll see you again at 7 o'clock local time. Bye for now.
Just